You ever notice how folks love saying private companies don't hire feds? That's one of the biggest lies still floating around in DC. See, the truth is, private companies been snatching up former feds every week. And the problem ain't your resume, it's the language you're using. You're talking government, they're listening for results. And that mismatch, that's why your resume keeps getting ghosted. So let's fix that right now. I spent decades inside the system, threat intel, security, leadership, at the Pentagon. I've seen so many good people believe that lie and stay stuck. Hell, I was one of them. So today, I'll show you 5 private sector roles that actually want your background, how to spot them fast, and how to translate what you do so recruiters instantly get it. Stay locked in because I'm also calling out the #1 mistake that alters the course of your interviews before they even start. Let's start with the one most feds don't even realize they've been doing: project management. You plan budgets, track people, solve problems, move parts. But your resume says oversaw federal operations. Recruiters read that and think, okay, well, what did you deliver? Change it to this: deliver $2 million project on schedule and under budget. Same job, same skill, different impact. To spot this position fast, look for titles like project coordinator, operations lead, or implementation manager. These are just different names for what you've already been doing. Sound familiar yet? Wait till you hear #2. If you've worked in security, law enforcement, or defense, listen up. Most of my clients think their badge is their ceiling, that once you leave government, your skills don't count. That's wrong, because the private world's begging for people who know how to protect systems, data, and people. One client I coached spent 12 years in federal security, thought his only shot was another badge. Now he's remote at a tech firm doing risk analysis. More pay, less stress, and weekends back. Spot this position fast. Search for titles like risk analyst, security operations, or compliance risk. Anything mentioning incident response or governance. That's your world in new clothes. Quick question before we move on. Which of these first 2 roles feels closest to what you've been doing? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious how many of you already fit one of these lanes and didn't even realize it. You spent years making sure everyone followed the rules. Now you can get paid to write the rules or help others stay compliant. Finance, healthcare, even AI companies need folks who understand regulations. You've been a rule keeper long enough. Now it's time to be the one setting the playbook. To spot this position fast, look for policy analyst, regulatory compliance, or governance specialist. If you've ever read a federal directive from cover to cover, you're qualified. If you've ever moved people, gear, or data under pressure, guess what? You've already been an operations manager. You just called it mission readiness or deployment coordination. Same grind, different title. Private companies love that discipline. You bring order where chaos lives. I tell clients all the time, if you survive the government workflow, you can run any business process on earth. Spot this position fast. Watch for operations coordination, supply chain analyst, or process improvement manager. Different titles, same muscle memory, and every recruiter I tell that to laughs at first, then they agree. This one surprises most people. If you've ever briefed teams, trained new hires, or wrote SOPs, those standard operating procedures, you've already been doing this. You think it's just helping coworkers. In corporate language, that's adult learning and training. Companies pay for people who can make complex systems sound simple. You've been that translator for years. You just never got credit for it. Here's how to spot that position fast. Search for training coordinator, learning specialist, or instructional designer. If the listing mentions SOP, onboarding, or team enablement, that's your zone. You see it now? It's all about how you articulate it. You've already got the skills, you just need to rename them. Let's end with the truth. You're not starting from zero. You just don't speak their language yet. Every system you ran, every report you wrote, every mission you carried built your value. Now it's time to cash in on what you've already earned. That's what I help my clients do every week. Turn federal experience into private sector job offers. You just learned the top 5 roles that want your skills. But knowing the roles ain't enough. Some of these positions require certification and/or education. So if you need to transition, ensure you level up. There's one question that makes or breaks your interview. Why are you leaving the government? If your answer feels shaky, the room turns cold. So here's what to do next. Tap follow right now. I'll break it down to you in the next drop. Don't wing this. Getting it wrong could cost you your next offer. I'll see you in the next video right here.